So welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie Creffield, Innovation and Emerging Tech Strategist, and this evening I am laughing at myself. So this is a pattern that I need to break, and I don't know if you resonate with this, but you get an inkling to do something, and rather than just do it in a sustainable, slow, emerging way, you go 100% full whack and then you burn yourself out. So a little bit of context. About a week ago, I had this realization, this massive download that a lot of people in my community, a lot of experts, coaches, speakers, authors, consultants, founders, SMEs are basically completely overwhelmed with AI and have this idea that until they learn it, they can't really fully make decisions, right? And I think I was playing to that a little bit as well. I was, despite the work that I do, despite my 2-decade fascination with AI, I still felt like because I don't know all of the tools and I don't have all of the language and I'm not doing all the big things, my voice wasn't valid. So I had this download and I realised, I have a disproportionate amount of access to information about AI compared to the average Joe out there, or Josephine out there on the streets, right? I don't know why I said streets. And so I had this realization and I made this commitment, this big bold commitment, that I would show up in a new video series called Just One Thing, or One Thing About AI, right? And the idea, the premise was every day I would show up rough and ready on YouTube and I would share my one thing. Now, the problem with that is I can absolutely do that on Instagram, right? I can grab my phone, be in my car, be, wherever I am, make a rough and ready, bit of content, no problem. But YouTube feels different somehow. It feels proper. It feels like it's where the real gurus hang out. And so what happened, which is a bit of a pattern, as I said, is I did the first video, created all the nice graphics because that's my happy place, did one on YouTube, which I replicated for Instagram, carried on doing the Instagram ones because they were easy, and then realised today, sitting at my desk at 7:30 on a Wednesday evening, that I haven't created another video. And then I asked myself, why did I have to do one a day? Like, that's excessive. Why don't I just do one a week? And so that's my new commitment. I'm going to make it a little bit easier for myself, and I'm going to show up once a week to talk about one thing about AI. And so my one thing today, and I don't really know where I'm at with this yet, and it is about a tool. It's a new tool that I've been playing around with that on the one hand I think is amazing, and on the other hand really bloody frustrates me, and it's Descript. So Descript is a video editing AI driven piece of software, and today I was editing a masterclass that I recorded yesterday, and in principle it's a very simple ask. It was 2 tracks of video that I needed combining, taking out the ums and ahs and captioning. In my mind, even though I can't do it myself, in my mind I was like, AI should be able to do that. And what I did was I wasted an hour and a half trying to get Descript to do it. I spent all of my credits that I have on Descript. I have a creator account on Descript. I probably need a business account. And I didn't get anywhere. It didn't do what I needed it to do, even though it looked promising at times. I thought, there was one moment where I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then the next minute, the next prompt completely ballsed it up. And I walked away from that experience in a bit of a huff, thinking, what I often think is, I'm just better off doing it myself. And so with a little bit of space between me and that 90 minutes that I'm never going to get back, I realised the problem wasn't Descript. The problem was me. I can't expect to go to a brand new tool with a really important big project and not expect to spend some time and resource on cracking it. So that's my one thing today, is that sometimes AI is frustrating. Sometimes new tools need time and patience and a little bit more understanding. And that Rome wasn't built in a day. So as I said, I'm Julie Creffield. Once a week, I will be sharing one thing about AI. Hopefully it'll be useful. I have a school called Help with AI where I am in there every day. I share prompts, I share realizations, I share use cases, tools, things that I'm working on. Next month I'm running a challenge that's all about defining your niche with the help of AI. So if any of that sounds remotely interesting, ring the bell, press subscribe, do all of that jazz you're supposed to do when you're a YouTuber, you know. And let's see where this new series takes me. See you next week.